Hello dear students. So now again we have to continue with our very important chapter and topic, that is of the depreciation. As you know, by the last video we have seen the difference in between the SLM, straight line method, and written down value method. So then after we have to discuss our new topic, that is of method of recording depreciation, how we have to record depreciation. So now here we have basically two methods for charging depreciation. First is charging depreciation to assets account, and second creating provision for depreciation, that is also known as accumulated depreciation account. And this year, due to the COVID-19 situation, our syllabus has been reduced, and that's why this year we have to continue only with the charging depreciation to assets account. Provision for depreciation method is not in our syllabus. Okay, so let's start with charging depreciation to assets. As we know, in the depreciation, the value of assets decreases and we charge depreciation only on the fixed and tangible assets, and we charge that depreciation only on the depreciable amount. It means total cost of purchase minus scrap value of the assets, that is depreciable cost, and we used to calculate depreciation only on that value. So here basically we have two different methods. First is of estimated life method, and second one is rate of depreciation method. So both of the methods we will see. Before that we have to check some journal entries, as before the charging of depreciation we need to purchase that asset. So once when you will purchase any asset, we have to pass an entry. So here for recording of purchase of assets, once when you will purchase your assets, we have to pass an entry, that is assets account debit to bank account. Assets account debit to bank account. Whatever cost we have paid, that we have to write in the asset side. Okay, assets account debit to bank account if we have purchased in cash or the check, or if we have purchased that assets in credit, in that case we have to credit our vendor, we have to credit our supplier. Okay, so assets account debit to vendors account. Okay, the next we have second, we have to charge depreciation on that assets. So when you will charge depreciation on any assets, it will be depreciation account debit to assets account. Remember, when you will charge depreciation on any asset, it will be depreciation account debit to assets account. It will be our journal entry, so you have to remember this one. Then after next we have the very important thing, that is of whatever depreciation amount we will charge at the end of the year, at the end of the financial year, at the last date of the financial year, that depreciation amount we need to transfer into the profit and loss account. So in that case we have to write an entry, that is profit and loss account debit to depreciation account, because this depreciation amount we have to write off in the debit side of profit and loss account. That's why we have to pass this entry, that is profit and loss account debit to depreciation account. And provision is not in our syllabus, so let's continue. So here we have format, how to charge depreciation and all. So here in this question, in this format, you can see here we have the format of depreciation account. Okay, assets account, where we have to charge depreciation. We have to prepare four columns. First is of the date, second of the particular, third for the amount, and same these three columns we have to repeat in the credit side. So that's why we have 6 columns, debit side and the credit side. Left hand side is called here debit side, and right hand side is called here credit side. Okay, so here first, when you will purchase an asset, we have to pass an entry, that is assets account debit to bank account. So that's why in the debit side of machinery or that assets account, we have to write to bank account. Okay, so we have considered a date as 1st April 2020. Now the 1st April 2020 we have purchased that assets, so that's why we have to write machinery account debit to bank account. So in the debit side on the date 1st April 2020 we have to write to bank account, and in the column of amount we have to mention the amount of purchased assets. And we used to charge depreciation for 1 year. So if we have purchased that assets and we have started our entries on the 1st of April 2020, so last date will be 31st March 2021. So now the 31st March 2021 we have to write by depreciation account. Whatever depreciation we will calculate, that we have to write this side. Okay, and out of the total cost we have to subtract that depreciation amount, and we have to note down our balancing figure. Here we have to write our balancing figure. Okay, because you know the total of ledger should be the total of debit side and the total of credit side should be equal. So for this we need to calculate this balancing figure, and this balancing figure we have to transfer here as opening balance. So that's why on the 1st April 2021 here we will write to balance brought down, that is closing balance of the previous month, year, and here we have to note down their amount. Again we have to charge a depreciation. If opening balance is 1st April 2021, then closing will be 31st March 2022. So now on that date here we have to write by depreciation account. We have to calculate our depreciation amount, then balancing figure, because the total of credit and debit should be equal. Then again this balancing figure whatever we have calculated, that we need to transfer this side, okay, as a opening balance. So this is the way how to calculate depreciation. That is very interesting topic, and when you will solve the numericals you will enjoy a lot. So let's see with the help of an example how to calculate our depreciation and how to prepare our depreciation account. So here in this question, XYZ Limited purchased a plant of rupees 5 lakh now the 1st April 2017. So first we have to check the date and the amount. So we have purchased a plant worth rupees 5 lakh now the 1st April 2017, and we have spent 50,000 for its installation. So the cost of assets will be 5,50,000, and the salvage value after the useful life of the asset, and the useful life of the asset, that is given 10 years, and the estimated scrap value will be 10,000 only. And we have to prepare plant and depreciation account for the first 3 years. So first 3 years we have to prepare this account, plant and depreciation account. So let's start, and in the question we have to check what is the date of closing of accounts. So most probably the closing dates will be 31st of the March, but if in the question given, then accordingly we have to solve. Either 31st March will be the closing date or the 31st of December. So accordingly we have to do our calculation. So let's start some calculation. So first we have to calculate the amount of depreciation. In the previous class and in the live classes we have seen how to calculate depreciation. Cost of assets minus estimated scrap value divided by estimated useful life of the assets. So cost of asset, that is given 5 lakh, and the cost and the additional cost was 50,000. So that's why total cost was 5,50,000. And the scrap value is given 10,000. 5,50,000 minus 10 is equal to 5,40,000, and estimated life is given 10 years. So 5,40,000 divided by 10 is equal to 54,000. So the depreciation, annual depreciation on that plant will be 54,000 for the first year, for the second year, for the third year, under the fixed installment method or the straight line method. In this question they have clearly mentioned we have to use a straight line method. So let's start. First we have to prepare our plant account, then after we will pass journal entries. So let's start with our plant. So we have purchase and assets worth rupees 5,50,000. So that you know how we have calculated plant account debit to bank account, because in this 5,50,000 we have the purchased value as well as the installation charges. So that's why total cost is 5,50,000. So that asset we have purchased on 1st April 2016 and we have to charge depreciation on 31st March 2017 because of the 1 year. So we have fixed depreciation that is of 54,000 that we have calculated, and here we have to find out the total of debit side, and which should be equal to the total of credit side 5,50,000. So here we have to calculate the balancing figure, that is 4,96,000, and this balancing figure we have to note down here in the second year, because our closing date that is 31st March 2017. So we have to transfer it in the next year, that is 1st April 2017. Debit side, whenever you will purchase or whenever you will transfer the opening balance, we have to check here, we have to mention the opening dates always. So opening date we have to balance brought down, whatever balancing figure we have in the previous year, that we have to write here as the opening balance. Again, now the 31st March 2018, just because of the 1 year, we have to write off our depreciation 54,000. Again, the total of debit side, the total of credit side should be equal. So for this purpose, there will be a balancing figure worth rupees 4,42,000, and this balancing figure we have to note down here in the next year. On the 1st April 2018, we have opening balance worth rupees 4,42,000. Again, you have to charge depreciation on the 31st March 2019 worth rupees 54,000. So again, you have to calculate your balancing figure. It will be 3,88,000, and that figure we have to transfer here in the next year, now the 1st April 2019. So now you can see how easy is it, how you can calculate your depreciation and all, and you can prepare your plans account. Okay, so on the basis of that we have to pass journal entry. So what will be your journal entry? First and the very important thing, we have purchase and assets worth rupees 5,50,000. So that's why plant account debit to bank account 5,50,000 will be there. Then after this thing, next we have to charge a depreciation that is of 54,000. So that's why when you will charge depreciation, it will be depreciation account debit to plant account. Now here we can see first entry, that is plant account debit to bank account, depreciation account debit to plant account, that is our second entry. At the end of that financial year, we need to transfer that amount, okay, in the profit and loss. So that's why we have to pass an entry, that is profit and loss account debit to depreciation account. Okay, so then after plants account, we have to plants account. Here we have to see what we have to see. Okay, so next we have next question, that is of XYZ Limited purchased a plant for rupees 5 lakh on 1st April 2017 and spent 50,000 on its installation. Okay, and here they decided to charge depreciation at the rate of 10%. Basically, we have two options. First option, either we have to follow estimated life concept or we have to go with the rate of depreciation. Whatever is given in the question, accordingly we have to solve. If rate of depreciation is given there, then we have to solve accordingly. So here 5 lakh plus 50,000, total cost will be 5,50,000 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. So it will be 55,000. So annual depreciation in this method will be 55,000, and again we have to solve similarly. How we have to solve it, with dear students? So first we have to note down purchase, okay, then we have to calculate our depreciation, that is 55,000, then balancing figure 4,95,000. that balancing figure we have to transfer, then after depreciation account debit to, and we have to credit our 4,40,000. Then after again we have 4,40,000. This we have to transfer here, and depreciation we have to calculate, and balancing figures we have to note down. Okay, so this is the way how to calculate depreciations in the percentage method. So method is not important. We have to practice with our equations, and, and we have to practice with our calculation. So it was the question of fixed or the straight line method. Now next we have the example of reducing balance method. In the reducing balance method, here you can see the purchase of plant was rupees 5 lakh, and we have decided to charge depreciation at the rate of 10% per annum. So we can do one thing in the reducing balance method. We can calculate our depreciation amount first. As we know, in the first year we have to charge depreciation on the cost value. Cost of assets multiply rate by 100, that is our equation, and the cost price that is given 5 lakh multiplied 10 divided by 100 is equal to 50,000. So in the first year total depreciation will be 50,000. And the second year, first we have to calculate book value. So cost value minus the depreciation of the first year. Cost value was 5 lakh, depreciation was 50,000. 5 lakh minus 50,000 is equal to 4 lakh 50,000 multiplied 10 by 100. So it will be 45,000. So in the second year it will be 45,000 in the second year. So actual balance amount was 4,50,000. Then again we have to subtract 45,000, so it will be 4,05,000. So in the third year we have to charge depreciation on 4,05,000, so it will be 40,500. So let's prepare our machine account. So first we have to purchase on the 1st April 2016. Then after we have to charge depreciation. It will be 50,000 in the first year, that we have seen. So that's why closing balance will be 450. And that balancing figure we have to note down here. Then later on we again in the second year we have to charge depreciation 45,000, and balancing figure will be 4,05,000. In the third year our balancing figure is 4,05,000, and we have to charge depreciation 40,500, and we have to calculate our balancing figure. It will be 3,64,500. So 3,64,500 is our closing balance at the beginning of the fourth year. So there is nothing. In the straight line method, the amount of depreciation will remain fixed, but in the reducing balance method, the amount of depreciation will continuously decrease, as 50,000, as 45,000, as 40,500, and accordingly we have to pass journal entry. So here our journal entries will be in the first year when you will purchase that assets. In the first year, plant account debit to bank account 5 lakh, we have charged depreciation, so that's why depreciation account debit to plant account 50,000, and this depreciation amount we have to transfer in the profit and loss account, so that's why profit and loss account debit to depreciation account 50,000. In the second year we are not going to purchase, but we have to charge depreciation. In the second year we have to pass an entry, that is depreciation account debit 45,000 to plant account 45,000, and this 45,000 we have to transfer in P&L, so that's why profit and loss account debit to depreciation account amount rupees 45,000. In the same year, third year, again we have to pass that entry, that is of that is depreciation account debit to plant account 40,500, and we have to transfer that profit, so it will be profit and loss account debit to depreciation account 40,500. So this is of the plants account. Clear? So this is the way how to prepare assets account, how to prepare plant account, and how to prepare machines account. Okay.